Alright, that's me. Welcome back to meandering through Myst VR. Brand new, released. If you haven't seen part 1, there's a link in the video description. Like I said in Myst 1, and all the stumble that I made in Myst 1, I'm recording this for fun. I'm not recording this for quality or anything. I have a policy on my main channel, link below, of no editing, but I'm very good at it in there due to tooling and just experience. But here, I'm not so sure. So, there are no cuts, there are no edits, there are no sponsors, there is no weird video game sponsorship. We're just walking around and talking. So in the first part, we walked around the island. We visited pretty much everywhere, but just on a surface level. I didn't really go into any detail. What we're actually going to do now is go ahead and take a look at our first age. I picked mechanical with the tower rotation last time, but I'm not sure if I want to do that. I think I might do Channelwood. The reason behind that is that Channelwood is the easiest age, and I'm still, warming up to this. So we need to go ahead and change the rotation a little bit. So Channelwood is actually determined by this rotation marker. That should be good. I don't know, because it didn't snap. It snapped last episode, but there we go. So we pointed it at the pond there, and the reason behind that is we need to use tower rotation, and I'll show you how to do that more. Again, spoilers, because there's a bunch of signs here which have animals on them, and you can turn them on and off. That's, I don't know, like a swan of some kind. Swan, peacock, ostrich, maybe? I don't know. So we need to now go up to the tower. How do we do that? So again here, these look to be recreations. Again, the old ones were very, very grainy, because again, there wasn't really much ability to add detail. We're going to go ahead and try this one. So this one here. What maneuver in terms of controls you want. One up, down, left, right. In the original game, you just click the painting. Oh, it's just pull it down, of course. That actually looks odd there now, I've just noticed it. The bookshelf being that small. I understand why they did that, because there's just not enough books there. Let's walk through. This area, again, made no sense depth-wise when it came to the original game, so... Also didn't make sense really to the turnings. And then this room never really made sense, because you could walk all the way around, but there's never anything back here. I mean, now we can see sort of the elevator with all the sort of depth data that I'm looking forward to. Now, interestingly enough, there's a little bit of semi-canon lore here, I guess, which they haven't proceeded with preserving, is that this elevator apparently, if you read the books or forum posts or whatever, it could go down, and down in the down in the depths of this island. So if we go down from here, there's apparently living quarters and like a kitchen and rooms to sleep in, because people lived in this island. Oh, the other thing about that is it shuts the door when this is open. I guess that's a security mechanism. Don't really understand it. I think it was just for sort of resources back in the original game. Also added mystery to it, yeah, apparently there was a living quarters down there. It does make sense, because in the books and stuff they talk about living on this island, and I don't know, I don't see a bed here. Anyway, so this is the elevator. Let's see how they handle this. Oh, that's good. It's one of those segmented doors. Go in here. Close. Ah, that's good as well. It doesn't let you close it unless the door's done. Elevators are hard in VR to do properly. This one has been done very well. Very, very well. So we're up in the tower. I'm going to go ahead and explore a little bit. Lights here, I don't really know why they're that industrial or why they're pointing down. I guess there's up lights here. Oh dear, apparently key is blank, so I haven't rotated the tower correctly. Essentially, there are two items here. There is book, which is the sort of location of the book, and then there is key, which is the key to understand how to access that book. When I approach this, a second level of detail for this wall pops in. So they're doing what are called level of details here. You shouldn't really have popping happening there, but because this is just a weird wall, that's totally fine. I want to also check how the ladder works. Is it like a... Oh, they're actually doing physical ladders. I did not expect physical ladders. When I say physical ladders, what I mean is ladders which you have to kind of climb. I'm not quite certain I like that. We'll take a look. Yeah, I screwed up the alignment here. That's why I didn't snap. The idea here is you point the tower at the area you want to go to, or the book that you want to see, and then the key will tell you how to do it. How do I go down the ladder? Can I just stand in front of it? Yep, I can. It's interesting because over in Neos, which is the game I play and work for, I just made a ladder which does what I wish this game would do. Alright, we're off that ladder. There's something in the settings of an instant ladder. I'm going to turn that on. Oh, that's photos. Settings. Quick travel on ladders? Fantastic, thank you. Should probably also save. I didn't do that. I keep taking a photo. I'm pretty taking up a load of hard drive space here. The lasers on the camera, so on the options, the setting screen, the lasers there don't appear to work that well. Close that, head down. We'll need to go ahead and rotate the tower. I think we can rotate the tower whilst the library doors open. Let me out. That should have less spring on it. That sort of swiping maneuver is fun, but it should, 3/4 of the way, it should just snap. Okay, I bet it's actually that. That would make sense. Unless it's that, because the observatory is lit up. I don't even know, For reference here, the boat is here, the observatory is here, and the fountain and animal symbols are here. We need... Oh no, Channelwood isn't this one. I apologize, you're probably going mad at me. Channelwood's actually over here, and the easiest age to unlock. Let's do that. Channelwood is a tree-based age, and I was actually going to... I don't remember the name of it. It's probably over here somewhere, but the library's shut, not Channelwood. I don't remember it, but the edge of the ships. Oh, they opened the door for me. That's nice. That's better. We've got the sort of... Ah, yes, that's so much better. So here you can see we're pointing down towards the cabin there. Is this a static texture? Feels like that's a static texture. Yeah, there's no depth there. They could have rendered that stereoscopically, unless they did and I'm just not seeing it, to make that look a little bit more realistic. But it appears to be... Oh yeah, the clock tower makes that sense. Yeah, it's just a static texture. Interesting. If they'd rendered that as a stereoscopic image, I would have been able to get depth information from looking out of here, and then I would have not known that it was fake. It almost looks like it was painted. That is most certainly rendered, though. Interesting. Good way to save resources, though. So yeah, we're pointed at that cabin down there, which is Channelwood. Apologies for the mistake at the start of the video, but that's totally fine. Also, we'll go down the ladder. So we're pointed there, and then I believe it's a key now. I randomized the puzzles at the start of this, so this is a different code. I didn't know this code, but usually it'll be exact same code, which is fun. So 615. So again, many users would then go ahead and write that down, and some users wouldn't, which is kind of frustrating, but there we go. 615. So I need to go ahead and open up the door. I don't want to see what they've done to the fireplace, though. That makes sense. Yeah, there's stuff in the fireplace, but that's the end of the game. Alright, so we've got Channelwood, which is where we're about to go. Stone ship, there we go, of course, the stone ship. Celentic, mechanical, and then there should be... Is it this book? Yes, it's this book. This book is for the fireplace. I'm not going to go ahead and look at that one. There should also be... I know, that'll probably be in the Celentic book. Oh yeah, these books are... I'm not reading these. I'm not a particularly good out loud reader, and these are kind of difficult to read. But yeah, we're heading over to Channelwood. I don't believe I need any information from the book. I'm gonna hate that if I have to eat my words later, but there we go. 615? 615. That's cool. Butterflies. So we came over here before. What we didn't do was go up to here where there's a big tree. I want to call it redwood, but that's just my lack of knowledge in what trees are called, because it's not redwood. It's good here as well that they've given you a sense of depth going down here in a hole. I believe the previous, the original game had a fence here, which means you couldn't just sort of like, I don't know, hug the tree and slide down it like a fireman's pole, whereas you could do that here. I'm not quite sure if you'd be able to get out of there, but it is a tree, so you might be able to climb it. I don't remember that being a slide door, but that makes... No, that doesn't make sense for a log cabin at all. So a log cabin is constructed with logs stacked on top of each other. Here what you've got is what looks like the thickness of one log. Especially here, yeah, it's like the thickness of one log, but you've got, like, I don't know, a channel cut in the middle of it. That's just weird. Interesting. They also moved the safe. The safe used to be here. They've moved it to here. I guess that makes sense because they made it nice and big and easy to interact with. So we put 6, 1, 5 in here. And interesting. There used to be a set of matches here, and with the set of matches you could then light this boiler, but it looks like they've just gone for a pilot light system. Oh, don't close yourself. But interestingly enough, the cables here don't appear to go anywhere. Right, there's no cable coming off here, and again, it looks like they probably plumbed the gas cabling in through the logs on the log cabin, which I, again, don't really understand. That looks like the old picture as well. It might be new or updated. That's totally fine, though. Let's go ahead and... There we go. We've turned on the pilot light here. Weird sort of light here. I'm also not quite sure why 3 cables are required to turn on a pilot light, but there we go. Anyway, so we now have here a furnace that's lit. That should close the longer I move away from it. I'm going to go ahead and close it myself. Seems weird and kind of not secure, right? Because if those cables came out of it, you could just... I mean, the same goes for anything in here. Like, you could just sort of chop the tree down or whatever. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and... turn this all the way on. What that's done, and you might be able to hear it here, is we've got a lot going on here. Is it's moving this tree up. And in the middle of this tree here, there's a platform. Looks like that's at its full height there, but we want to get into that platform. So what we do here is a little bit of speedy maneuvers, which is we turn the pressure down, run out of here. If we miss this, I'm going to be mad. We missed it. This door should stay open. That's also a button press noise. They've recycled it. That's most certainly a button press noise. I'm letting that go all the way up so that we have all the time, but I'm going to just turn that like half what I usually turn it. We got it this time, it moves slower because we turned it less. I do not remember this being a room here. And you can get back out. Interesting. You couldn't, by memory, get back out of this room. But they've added a secondary gas valve there so you can. And I don't remember it being this detailed with like a little underground stream. And the pathway here, it was just like a small room with the book. That's just cool. We got a pipe too, which is, I guess, you know, prompting where the gas comes from. Cool. And they've also changed the music to sort of Channelwoody music. That's pretty cool. Again, they've nailed the book here. That's good. So this is the Channelwood book. And we're going to go ahead and visit Channelwood. I always like watching the video. Sometimes I skip them, especially if I'm running fast, but these are brand new videos, so, you know. Feels like it's looping. The one at the start, yeah, it's looping. The one at the start of the game didn't loop. The Myst one landed you at where you were going to go, and then it like halted the animation, which was, I'm good at, you know, let you know where you're going to land. Well, landing isn't really an apt description of what happens, but you know. Oh, wow. Okay, I don't remember it being this atmospheric, right? Because we've now got depth as in sort of how far we are off the ground, but also how tall the trees are in 3D. So this is Channelwood. The theme of Channelwood is water power. And you'll see that there's these junction points here. Love it. They've added these switches, so again, I don't have to stoop. Love it. I'm going to leave that how it is, because I don't remember the way it needs to go. What we are going to do, though, is head on over to the windmill here. Is that a frog? Hi, froggy. Oh my god, we can follow the froggy. Why are you running towards me, frog? Goodbye, frog. That's kind of cool. It's kind of loud in there, but what that's meant to tell you is that there is a water pump, which is then dumping water into the top of that tank, which is then flowing down here, leading to water pressure. I'm not quite sure, because there's no audio cue on the tap there on the front that I was playing with, about if I was turning it on or off. I'm going to head right here. We said randomized puzzles. I'm not really quite sure how you could randomize this one. Like I said, the theme of this one is water power and like water access. But there is like a lot of just sort of access puzzles. You'll see lots of access puzzles in Myst series games. We've had a bunch of them. Getting here was a bunch of what I call access puzzles. Doesn't look like we need water that way, so I'm going to go ahead and crank it. Oh, that's a little bit confusing. Like, is that going that way? That's because this symbol here doesn't really line up with which way the water's going to go. Like, if you put that lever more in the center of the Y shape, then it might more explain it. Or if you put it at the bottom of the tail of the Y, it would. But I believe that is saying, yep, it goes left. So the water goes left. So now we got water coming along here. Right now the water is going right. So it's going right. It's going all the way right. Which would be that elevator, I believe. Interesting. I'll just pretend that I know what I'm doing here. I mean, I do, but let's send that left. I think that's where we need to send it, so that's going right. Another froggy. Hi, froggy. We'll head this water all the way to the right here. Which actually takes it nowhere. Interesting. Okay. Interesting. That's the elevator I was just playing with, so we'll go that way. There's the extender bridge. That needs twisting from that side. Okay. So we do need to send it to the elevator. Okay. Consider me stuck on the first stage, which is strange, but there we go. Left, left, left. I have to go all the way back to the windmill, that's right. Yep. Left, 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 left. And then this should also be left, which it is. So maybe I did turn off the pump. The pump's still going, but maybe I turned off the tap. That's weird. There's a contextual hint here, which says pipe water flowing. I turned on those as well, but they're like not really aligned to where I'm looking. But there is a lot more noise here that I can now hear. Yeah, I can hear it flowing along the... So I want to go power that machine over there again. Which I believe I can actually just do this set of pipes rather than going over that way, which is, I guess, longer. Yeah, there we go. See, I knew that that was the solution. I just didn't know that the water wasn't running. This gets us to the back here, and then what we do from the back here is we connect this up, which looks to be manually powered, which is totally fine. Ooh, that's smooth, that is. There's that click noise again. Which lets us power that elevator. Hi, frog. I believe we should be able to power the first elevator though, so we'll go up that one. For general reasons, our goal of each age is to get back home, I guess. In some cases that is very difficult, in some cases it's not that difficult. But in all cases it's what we need to do. I've noticed a lot in VR games that they don't seem to align stuff to the way that I'm facing. They align it to the way that my play space is aligned, and I ignore my play space. I have chaperone off, right? I play thousands of hours of VR. I don't need to be told where my play space is. So it's over there. We actually want the water now. So it might be that, because I'm noticing they're always behind me. I don't remember which way my play space is aligned. There we go, up we go. And with that, we're in actual Channelwood. So Channelwood is about a species of people that live up in the trees, and we haven't been able to get in the trees, so now here we are in the trees. Again, it's written in the books, but it's explained that Channelwood used to have a lot more trees, but that they were cut down by the boys. There's also references to it in some of the material in this age that we should be able to see. I love a good rope bridge. I want to make a rope bridge in Neos now. I'll try to keep my Neos mentions down. I am, of course, biased to them, but if you're coming here from not Neos, then do check out Neos. I'll be happy to see you in there, especially if you like Myst. I have a rule, which I play during video games that I'm unaware of, especially in maze-like situations, which this one is, called the rule of left. It works in most mazes, doesn't work in some labyrinthine places, but it just says always turn left. If you always turn left, you never have to debate anything. You'll always turn around as well. There's always a dead end that'll make you turn around, and then when you turn left, you'll actually be going to the path that you didn't visit on the way where you turned left. But great if I could, like, you know, beat these and then swing around a little bit. That would be cool. I'm glad that they do explain, you know, that a lot of the trees are cut down, otherwise it wouldn't make sense. Again here, like, I do see a little bit more furniture that you might be able to live with, but again, I don't see enough to support an entire colony. So here we've got our first dead end here. So we turn around, and now we've got new paths because we're always heading left. So baskets and vases. I remember not liking this age, and the reason I didn't like this age is because I really like jungle or tropical style environments. Not for anything that, you know, visually, but just because they are warm and muggy, and I don't want that. Interesting. This has got us to here. And here there's a staircase, right? But the staircase is unlocked by that, so we need to get there. So now we have a goal. here it is. So that's opened that, and I think it'll open the bottom door when we go down there. That allows us to redirect some water. We haven't found the... like, there's larger rooms up here that we'll see, I guess, when we find them. I think that's the bookway home, as far as I remember, yeah, because there's a small just box there. That over there almost looks like something I would have built in Gary's mod. I do find it interesting that we haven't found the big rooms yet. Because, yeah, that's the elevator we came from. Interesting. Maybe they have managed to break my rule of left. There's a big room over there. I'm just going to try walking there manually. We can't go that way. That's the elevator we came out of. Should have gone to Solentic, you know. Solentic's, like, fast as hell. That's the linking room out of here. Stuck on that pot. I do need to go back to the staircase and open up that path. Because what that means is when we use any elevators, we won't need to like use any really. Like the path will be open for us. Sometimes in the Myst games, I often think about what it would take to reset it back to the scratch. If you think about the game Visceral Cleanup Detail, where you clean up after a first-person shooter has happened. Sorry about spiral staircases. I know someone doesn't like them. Some people don't due to motion sickness. I am immune to motion sickness. There we go. Interesting that has a pipe. Where does that lead? Oh, probably the elevator. I remember now. There's another floor. That lets us power that elevator. So we'll actually probably go down that again. Again, sorry if you have motion sickness. I was saying about Visceral, yeah. So Visceral Cleanup Detail, you're cleaning up after a first-person shooter has, happened. There's deathmatch, there's blood, there's gore, there's, stuff to clean up. But whenever I thought about that game, I was thinking about, well, what about puzzle game cleanup, You gotta return all the puzzle pieces to the correct locations. And, reset all the latches, lock all the doors, in this case, reset all the switches. Interesting, theorize what that would do. I was also thinking about how that would be doable more in the second game, Myst 2, to a great detail, because, again, slight spoilers here, but the majority of Myst 2 is just opening doors. Like, if you know what you need to do, you can complete it in, I think, 5 minutes is the record, but it might have peaked under 5 minutes, but it's, roughly 5 minutes. There we go. This one is the one that's got all the big rooms in it. I'm really not happy about the sort of wind noise that's going on here, because it sounds like a horror film, like Crescendo, and I'm not certain why. Yeah, this is more like it. hell yeah. I love that subtitle, foreign language. So that's a trap. That's what I meant to get out of that. Candles and masks and stuff. What this is alluding at is that the Akinal brother is more tribal. That's also reflected on their book covers, which I found very interesting. It's also interesting that I can go around the back here and open this up. That's an interesting shortcut. It means I don't have to go... Okay. I'm very much aware. Very much aware. Maybe... This appears to be some kind of, like, offering room, actually. If you think about it right, they wouldn't go through here because they were scared. And instead they would leave food in there, and that message would be like, haha, give me food. And then he could put food in that, and it would get trapped in the bottom of that.
I hope I pushed the right button, my dear brother. What a very interesting device you have here. I'm not erasing anything important, am I? Remember, he is preparing. Take only one page, my dear brother.
That was interesting. That might be the way that he sends messages to the offering room. And gets people to talk there. Where is Sirius's room? I don't even know. There we go. Cool, that's the blue page inside my inventory now. I guess they added an inventory. So he would have slept here. Fantastic, we found a bedroom. But where is Sirius's room? I honestly don't remember. Over there, I see it. Oh, there's another pathway. That makes total sense. Okay. So you'll see here, Sirius's room looks a lot more grand. There's columns. The doors overlaid with that. And then when you come inside, that's a bed, right? Is this some sort of cake? Oh, I can pick up objects. Can I throw them? Nah, they return. What about in here? What's in here? They look good cookies. And whatever this is, there any labeling on it? Well, there is, but it's not a language I can read. A wash basin. Like a shaver, maybe, and a plug hole? Interesting. There's the red page. That's interesting. You can take both. In the original game, you could only take one page, but I believe an inventory makes more sense here. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. There's also a note here. I could guess this now, but I'm not going to. So this says Vault Access Island of Myst, and it says plain view on Myst and access is silly if the simple followed. First, locate the switches on the island. These switches go to the clock tower. A clock tower? Interesting. That must be randomized. And turn the marker switch to the off position. That's the end of the game. We won't be going there, obviously, today. But there are basically two halves to that note that you kind of have to sort of piece together. I don't remember the other half is. I even don't remember it being in Channelwood. It was a complete surprise to me. I'm sure it was in Channelwood, but hey, they could have randomized the location of that one as well. So now we've got both blue and red pages, and that note. We're meant to now escape Channelwood. And that's the easy part. I just derped on the water flow, so it's interesting. We'll cut the video when we get back home. I don't need to go all the way that way, I just remembered. Now, I think all I need to do is redirect the water to the bridge that we created with the slightly lighter grey pipes that go across that bridge. Which I guess means we can just use this to go down again. Good if we can see it there. I think it's just sort of all the lefts. There's where we want to get to, so probably just left over there and then take the bridge. Because that'll send it across the grey pipe. Oh, not this one, that one. So Channelwood, now that we're about to leave it, it was meant to sort of represent the manipulation and stealing and sort of holier-than-thou attitude that the brothers have, in that they, built a society on top of an existing society here in Channelwood, where they were kings, right? They're up in the top floor of the treetops. Akinar had people sacrificing things to him with that weird sort of trap thing. He was demanding things from them with that foreign language. And then Cirrus had that ornate, pristine, with all the sort of good parts that you have in the sin, like all the baskets throughout this world were empty of food, and then his place had food, all sorts of stuff throughout the land there. If you read through the books, like I said, I apologize that I'm not going to read through them. I'm not good at reading out loud. I had more information about that, but they chopped down trees, they exploited the people here, and you meant to kind of start getting a sense that, like, hey, the brothers maybe aren't that good. And then here you'll see the symbol for Myst, which is this library book here. And if I open this up, you'll see it links back to the library. So now we're back here. I also forgot there was a message in the in that tower, which was from Sirius, and it said, "He is preparing. Remember, take only one page." And that's really cryptic, but you find out what that is later on. So now we should be able to do that. Interesting. It's just going to sort of zoom out of my inventory. Put another page there. So let's do red.
Continue to help me. My name is Sirius. Release me. I beg you to find. Hear me? You must release me, for I need. Release me from this book, which has become. Bring me the red page. I need more red pages, please. Beg. Don't waste time. Look. Don't. My brother. My brother is guilty. To me.
So he said, "Hi, I'm imprisoned. I want the red page." Great. What's Mr. Blue gonna say?
You've returned. I thought you wouldn't return. Yes, to rescue me. Don't be my brother, I beg you. May be complete.
Yeah, there's most certainly doubt there.
Always blue pages. Listen to him. Listen to my brother. Egotistical fool and a liar. Help me. Bring me the blue pages. Ignore the red ones. Don't bring the red ones. Earnestly implore you. Wrongfully imprisoned. You must believe me. Will have my retribution. Please bring me the blue pages. Blue pages, please.
So that was Aknar, and Aknar said, "Hey, bring me the blue pages. I'm wrongfully imprisoned." And Red Book said, "I'm Sirius. Bring me the red pages. I'm wrongfully imprisoned." So the brothers are playing each other, playing off each other. So there you go. That was Channelwood. I hope you enjoyed it. Channelwood. Channelwood was, I guess, my least favorite age due to jungle humidity, but the age which is ideally the fastest to go through. There's no real sort of what I would call true puzzles there. It's just water redirection and navigation. The puzzles for everything else are a lot harder. Even the accessing the book over there in the cabin wasn't that difficult. We could go back there. You just go there, you reset the switch, and you get back there. That's one of the great parts about Myst. You can visit wherever you would like at any time. You got to remember when this game came out as well, it was groundbreaking in that no other game had really done that, and so people would spend sort of hours re-exploring ages that they hadn't seen before. We go ahead and leave off there, exactly where we were before, which is the library here. So we go ahead and hit save, and then we'll cut off this video. Next time we'll probably go to a stone ship, or maybe Solentic. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe mechanical. Might really like mechanical for another reason, but we'll go to somewhere. I will see you next time. Go ahead and hit save if I remember how. Oh no, that's my camera. I took another photo. Save. Save game 1. Overwrite. Game saved. Resume. And then we're going to head over to screen 2 here and stop my recording. Bye-bye.